Hi, good morning, guys, and thanks for joining me this morning. So, it has been revealed by Shehu Sani that northern leaders, northern elites, are trying to use Buhari as a rallying point to discredit Tinubu's government so as to kick him out in 2027. He said he even has evidence that plans are on the way. You know that Atiku visited Buhari with Tambuwa from former Sokoto State Governor. Then El Rufai the next day visited Buhari, and now Kwankwaso and El Rufai, Kwankwaso visited El Rufai yesterday, and the plot is on. So Shehu Sani have come out to say this might undermine the unity of Nigeria. That even if it happens that Buhari is kicked out, a Southerner is supposed to continue till 8 years. Before the North start gunning for power, it should be in 2031. He has come out to review it. He said these people want to use Buhari. That is why you see that, forget the courtesy visit of Salah. That is not a Salah issue. That he has it, on credible evidence that they are working out modalities on how to kick out Tinubu. I don't care. I want him to be kicked out because of the suffering he's putting on Nigerians. But the focal point is that a Southerner is supposed to success him if eventually he's kicked out. That is the message I guess Shehu Sani is trying to pass. Not a Northerner after 4 years, just 4 years, when Buhari just finished his 8 years. He said that could undermine the unity of Nigeria. I'm going to be showing you a video where he said that. But before I do that, I showed you a video of Osarov news channel, News Central yesterday, where he was, speaking truth to power. That video was not a complete video. I've gotten the complete video. The guy had a lot to say. So let me show you the complete video, and when we come back, we'll continue. Please watch.
The current Nigerian government seems to be the most tone-deaf government we've had in recent times because of all the things Nigeria in its current state needs to spend money on. If a serious government has taken a look at the current state of affairs and truly is keen on working on a better life for its citizens, if that government, for example, put together a 100-item list, I'm sure that a serious government wouldn't find space to put 21 billion naira for the vice president's residence on that list. Just imagine. Put together a list of the top 50 things that Nigeria needs currently, urgently. I'm sure that there wouldn't be any space if we had a serious government to put 21 billion naira in for the vice president's residence. But the government in Nigeria today continues to show Nigerians very clearly that its priority isn't the Nigerian people. This, ladies and gentlemen, is renewed hope. There's no way in logical terms that this project can be defended by any person. But with renewed hope, they don't even bother to give you a good explanation for why this is. What they've simply said is, and of course I'm going to be quoting the Vice President and the Minister of the FCT, Nyesom Wike. He says, this project was awarded in 2010, 14 years ago, and was abandoned in 2014. It was in January this year, in 2024, that we had to review the project to 21 billion naira from 7 billion naira. And that means an additional 14 billion naira. He goes on to say, for a vice president's residence to take 14 good years, and then Mr. President within a year made it a reality. This is what is called renewed hope. Now, it goes on to say that President Tinubu explained that the provision of a suitable residence for the vice president is not merely a matter of convenience, but also a symbol of respect for the office and the individual who occupies it. Again, this is what we see as renewed hope. And the thing here is, the Honorable Minister of the FCT sees this as something that Nigerians should applaud them for completing an unfinished project. He's proud of it. He's excited to tell you that, they've finished this project in 1 year. But this is the same government that told Nigerians to tighten their belts. And the same Nigerians have had to make completely insane sacrifices just to survive current realities. The same government does the complete opposite, has no thought in itself to hold back when it's time to spend billions and billions of naira. In what way, in any universe, is spending 21 billion naira on the vice president's residence beneficial to the Nigerian people? Why does Nigeria need that residence currently? And calling this a waste of money, of course, calling the whole project a waste of money, goes to show Nigerians exactly what this government has in its renewed hope agenda. More and more waste of the country's resources. Now, not only is the renewed hope wasteful in mind-blowing proportions, it is also very proud and loud when they waste Nigeria's money. It's only in Nigeria that you see the president or vice president and other top government officials leave their official duties to go and cut ribbon at the opening of a house. You wouldn't see this anywhere else in the world. And it shows clearly that these people are not busy. They have their priorities very, very twisted. One would expect that when such an expense is brought to the National Assembly or Mr. President's table, they will look at it and say, no, not right now, because Nigeria needs every available penny to be redirected into healthcare and education, security, and other more important issues. That's what you would expect in a country that knows that it doesn't have money to waste. But Nigeria has money to waste. The Nigerian government has money to waste. The renewed hope agenda has billions of naira to waste. Don't be fooled. And so it is in my view that we need to stop trying to remind the presidency about the sufferings of Nigerians. Stop this whole talk about, oh, Mr. President needs to be made aware that Nigerians are going through a lot. Because don't be deceived. It's not that they are not aware. They just have other things that they are focused on in the interim.
All right, welcome back, guys. I guess you saw it now. He's not called another Rufai for, no reason. He's called another Rufai for a reason. You can see him boldly speaking truth to power. Tinubu and his cronies are just here to waste resources. It was revealed yesterday that he spent over 1 billion. They even went to change money into dollars for him to travel to Ethiopia. He spent over 1 billion and 621 million for honorarium in 21 days. Now, you can see how these people are really squandering and wasting our monies. Now, having said that, let me show you where Shehu Sani made the mind-blowing revelation. And when we come back, we'll wrap up. Please watch.
Well, it is a tradition or a culture or a norm or ritual that each time you have a Salah celebration like the Eid, prominent leaders do visit the former presidents of this country. But I must clear the air by making a point here. First of all, is that there is evidence of rallying of forces, regrouping of forces, political forces from the north, trying to use the former President Buhari as a rallying point in order to evict the government of Asuwaju Ahmed Bola Tinubu. And they hope to resurrect his political charms in the hearts of the masses and portray the government as one that has been undermining the North and one that has not been living up to its campaign promises to the region, being that it has the highest votes from there. And I must warn that attempt to do that can create a serious problem for our country. Buhari has been in power for 8 years, and there has never been any serious southerner who challenged his own government in terms of trying to remove him out of office. And secondly, we should know that before you think of power, you should think of a whole country. We should be thinking of a united country, a peaceful country, not just a fragile nation. What will happen if southern politicians decide to also form the idea of uniting themselves and making a position that this is their stand? There will be no Nigeria. So they should, in the interests of the unity of the country and the future of the country, sacrifice their own personal ambition, at least for 2027, and the North will have the moral right to ask for power after the second term of this administration, or even if a southerner has taken over power, even if it's not Tinubu. So that is my own point, that this desperation for power will not augur well for the region, for the unity and collective peace of our country as a nation. And that they should know that they had the opportunity to address all the problems of the region, which they failed. The North wasted 8 years in power and did nothing for the region, did nothing for his people, and left the region worse than it met it in 2015. So that is the point which I have raised. This is not the time. We should key into policies and programs that will benefit our own people.
All right, welcome back, guys. I guess you saw it. I guess you heard him loud and clear. Say they do everything to, kick out Tinubu. Like I said, kicking him out would be a good thing. But the thing is that they not enjoyed 8 years in power. The South should enjoy 8 years in power. I know some of you will have the opinion of no matter who is there, as long as Nigeria works. Yes, we have Southerners who are good. Peter Obi is there. Yes, but my own is let the South complete their term, because there's one thing about the North I've noticed. Their hypocrisy stinks. When it's their own, they do everything to protect the person. But when the person is from the South, I'm not speaking in favor of Tinubu now. I don't care about Tinubu because of what he's putting Nigerians through. Like I said, he could be kicked out, but let a Southern person finish up. That is my own opinion. So like I was saying, they cover their own, they shield their own. Even when the person is doing 8 years of Buhari, showed us a lot of pepper now. As in, I don't even supposed to be explaining this to you guys. But you see how they shielded him, they covered him, they said no protest, they don't protest against their own, this, that. But once he's a Southerner, remember what they did to Goodluck Jonathan? They will start agitating. And that is what they are doing now. So we won't take it because it's hypocrisy. We won't take it. What is good for the goose is good for the gander. So we are not going to take it. Even if it happens that Tinubu is kicked out, we have competent Southerners that can complete the 8 years before power shifts back to the North. We won't agree for 4 years, then power will go back to the North. No, it no go work like that. That is my own opinion. I no go support that. That's my own opinion. Even though I know some people will say, as long as the country will be better, anything is fine. But what I'm saying is that there are Southerners too that are competent and can move the country forward. So that's it, guys. That was the revelation from Shehu Sani. Thanks for watching and God bless you.